Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a kind-hearted man named Mr. Beast, who loved helping people in need. One day, he received a mysterious letter inviting him to the Island of Wonders, a magical place that had been forgotten by the world. The letter said, "Only a true giver can unlock the island's treasures and bring joy to its magical creatures. Will you accept the challenge?" Mr. Beast, always up for an adventure, quickly packed his bags and set sail. After days of sailing through sparkling seas, he finally reached the Island of Wonders. As soon as he stepped ashore, he noticed something strange. The island looked gloomy, and the trees were dull. It was far from the wondrous place he had imagined. He looked around and saw a group of sad creatures, talking squirrels, flying dolphins, and rainbow-colored birds. What happened here? Mr. Beast asked a wise old owl perched on a crooked tree. The island lost its magic when the golden heart was stolen by the greedy Storm King. Now, the island can only be restored if someone performs 3 acts of kindness that will prove they are a true giver, the owl explained. Without hesitation, Mr. Beast took up the challenge. "What are these acts of kindness?" he asked. The owl fluttered its wings and said, "First, you must feed the hungry, then bring light to the darkness, and finally, restore the lost hope of the island's creatures." The first act, feeding the hungry. Mr. Beast journeyed deep into the island's forest, where he found a group of animals starving due to the withered crops. He quickly sprang into action. Using his magic, he planted seeds of kindness all over the land. Within moments, the crops began to grow, and fruits and vegetables sprouted from the ground. The animals' eyes lit up with joy as they began to eat. The first act was completed. The second act, bringing light to the darkness. Next, Mr. Beast found a village trapped in eternal darkness. The sky had turned pitch black because the light crystal had been shattered by the Storm King. Mr. Beast gathered all the pieces he could find and glued them back together with his pure heart. As soon as the crystal was complete, it shot a beam of light into the sky, banishing the darkness and restoring the bright sun. The villagers cheered in delight. The second act was done. The final act, restoring lost hope. For the last act, Mr. Beast faced his toughest challenge yet. He had to bring back the lost hope of the creatures who had been living in fear of the Storm King. With a gentle voice, he called the creatures together and told them stories of courage, kindness, and love. He reminded them of the power they held within themselves to fight back against darkness. Slowly but surely, their spirits lifted, and smiles returned to their faces. As the island's creatures rejoiced, the golden heart appeared in Mr. Beast's hands. With a warm glow, the heart flew into the sky and burst into a shower of golden sparks, restoring the island to its former beauty. The trees turned green, flowers bloomed, and the creatures danced with joy. The island had been saved, and Mr. Beast was hailed as a true hero. The wise owl returned and said, "You have proven that the greatest treasure of all is kindness. Because of you, the Island of Wonders will remain a magical place forever." Mr. Beast smiled and waved goodbye as he sailed back home, knowing that kindness was the real magic that could change the world. And so, the legend of magical Mr. Beast spread far and wide, inspiring children everywhere to be kind, brave, and to help others whenever they could.